Tony Grossi is full of shit. He ashy. He don't use lotion. Don't use chapstick, okay? He piss sitting down.
Auntie Faye, brace the huddle. Auntie Faye, brace the huddle.
Living life in Miami, so we talking that sports. And I'm loving them Browns. We don't care what you thought. Then we check and say door. And we root for them Ravens. Don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me.
Don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me. Auntie Faye breaks the huddle.
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 Snappies, it's your girl Auntie Faye, baby. We are back with another video. Good morning, good morning, good morning, honey. Okay, so Tony Grossi woke up and wanted all the smoke, okay? He wanted smoke. He wanted smoke, and he wanted with everyone who supports Shedeur because he woke up this morning lying. One thing I cannot stand is a person who lies for no apparent reason. Why did you just make that up? Why did you just say that if it was not true? Why are you lying? I mean, is this journalism? Like, what is this at this point? In the meantime, listen, nephew, before we get right to this, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that post notification so you never miss an upload from Auntie. Make sure you like the video, then hype the video, like it first, then hype it, 3 hypes a week. Make sure you use them on me. So we're gonna get right into it, right? So I saw a post yesterday of someone calling Tony Grossi out for lying, right? I'm thinking he's gonna like retract his statements. I'm thinking he's not gonna stand on business. Baby, Tony Grossi woke up this morning, called in to ESPN Cleveland radio, okay, to say the same lie he repeated. He repeated this lie. And I do not understand why. When I tell y'all, they are so mad that Shedeur is technically doing better than Deshaun. And I got Deshaun.
The period where they were trying to get the defense offside. This is important to Todd Monken, extremely important. In fact, in my story, I wrote that this might have been more impressive to Monken than any of the touchdowns or any of the throws. He was able to cause Jared Verse twice to jump off sides, and in Shedeur's reps, he just wasn't able to do it. And this is a huge advantage for Watson in this competition. I know people roll their eyes and they love those pretty passes that they see on social media, but the other nuances of the position, Monken is looking at too. And there's a big gap in that particular category, the cadence, being able to call more than one cadence.
Right. And Tone, I don't think fans should overlook that because Monken has stressed time and time again, you cannot be elite at offense if you're not elite at cadence.
You know why I like watching shows like Nightcap? Let me tell you why, right? Because you'll be able to see Shannon Sharp, right? He has like, I don't know if it's his daughter or producer or whoever that's there with him all the time. He'll start to read off something and he'll say, can you check that and make sure it's sure? Can you check that? I love that, right? And I feel like a lot of these media people are just lazy. Like, no, nobody want to do that, right? Okay? So that is what he said, okay? I just need y'all to pay attention to what he said, okay? So now we're going to go into his post, okay? So he made a post saying this as well, okay? I want y'all to see this so y'all can see the post. It says, at 4:49 p.m., August 5th, 26, Todd Monken had a one-period design to test QB's cadence. Big issue with him. Watson was able to draw defense offsides twice. Sanders couldn't do it. Monken insists you can't have elite offense without elite cadence. Ability to use up to 10 different cadences. So what he wrote, right? Okay. I feed off of facts, okay? I'm the type of person, if y'all call me wrong in the comments, you know, y'all tell me that some I said was wrong, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fact check it and I'm gonna come back, right? I feed off of that shit. I love it, okay? I have a problem with someone who acknowledges they are lying and continue on to spread a lie. I have a big problem with that, okay? Now, let's get into this one. If y'all don't know who this is Daniel Uefusi. Uefusi? Let me know, you guys. I'm sorry. I know someone tried to show me Uefusi. Uefusi? Okay. He wrote, okay? Let me let y'all see this. Mind you, I thought it was funny that he wrote this almost an hour and a half before Tony Grossi wrote his text, okay? Browns QBs and the offensive line are getting increasingly comfortable with the multiple of cadences Monken is installing. Both Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders have been able to draw defense offside today. What are we talking about? What do y'all believe? Tony Grossi or Daniel? What are we talking about? What is the point? Do you understand what I'm saying about like the frustration I have? Why I still feel like Cleveland don't deserve Shedeur? It makes no matter how good Shedeur does for the community, no matter how much he does for people, no matter how much Shedeur is focused, no matter how much he has trained his body to show, baby, training the body is important, honey, okay? Because we done saw how CJ Stroud walked into camp first day, okay? Looking fat, okay? We gonna talk about another video, okay? Looking like he was wearing a shitty diaper, okay? It looked crazy. You hear me? How much someone take care of their body, how much life they give people, you know? The aura that they have, the confidence, and you still choose to lie about something. You still choose to lie about something. What is the point of that? What is it? And I'm trying to grasp this as much as I can. Tony Grossi hates life. Listen, don't be shocked if Tony Grossi gets home, him and all his old peach friends, okay, sitting around together looking all wrinkled up, okay, dry feet, okay, no moisturizer. You know he don't use lotion. If y'all think Tony Grossi use a lotion, you're crazy. Skin dry, okay? Shit just flaky, okay? I'm gonna wake up today and lie. Yep. I know it's not true, but I'm gonna wake up today and lie. And that's why I really hope, I don't know if Coach Monken is gonna do this, but I hope at a press conference, he says, and by the way, both players did really great with the cadences. My body's itching for that. I want that so bad. Because there's no way everyone in Cleveland media, and when I mean everyone, y'all know who I'm talking about, I don't have to name names, is so honed in on making Shedeur be a shitty person in general and a shitty player in general. I don't understand what is the fuss about people not liking him, Cleveland media. I don't know what is it where the crazy thing is they don't even like Deshaun. They don't even like Deshaun, but they refuse to allow Shedeur to be better than Deshaun. They refuse to acknowledge that Shedeur is better than Deshaun and Dylan Gabriel. I really feel like they want Deshaun to play because they would like to tank so they can get another QB in 2027. That's how I feel. Because I have never seen, because baby, last year the QB tracker was right, which is crazy to me because the QB tracker was only created, and someone in the comments said this, and I love that you said this because I've always felt like it was always created just for Shedeur, but there was someone in the comments that said it was only created to embarrass Shedeur. Remember? That was it. What other team is doing this? What other team is doing this? What are we talking about? You just lied for no reason, woke up and told a lie, and now that lie is going to spread. That lie, and let me tell you how much a lie can spread, okay? Daniel wrote this. His got 17K views, right? Because people don't care about facts. Tony Grossi wrote this hours later and got 60K views. It could be higher now because this was screenshot from yesterday. Do y'all see how much people don't care about facts? Huh? Don't y'all see that? Daniel is more of an honest journalist. He don't pick sides. He tells you what Deshaun do good. He tells you what Shedeur do good. He not picking sides. He tell you things how he sees it, what's going on. 17 to 60K. Look at all these comments, reposts, hearts, saves. It's a lot of people that love this shit. They love this shit. This to me is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, and it pissed me the hell off. I'm gonna show y'all one more clip, okay? I want to show y'all this. I thought this was very telling for me, okay? And I want y'all to listen to what they have to say. This is so ESPN Cleveland reposted this. I can't stand ESPN Cleveland, okay? Reposted this, and it says, "What's the reason to dislike him? He doesn't say anything wrong," okay? This is from Evan Cohen, and he works for ESPN in general. I want y'all to listen to the conversation.
I understand he got a couple of speeding tickets, and I'm not saying that's okay, but it's amazing how many sound bites we have from Shedeur where you'd be like, "What's the reason to dislike him?"
I don't get it.
He doesn't say anything wrong.
I don't get it.
Unless I'm totally missing something.
No, I think
that's a great answer.
That's a great answer.
No shot at Stefanski.
At first, being able to sidestep the direct comparison with his coach last year to this year.
It's a great answer.
It's brilliant.
If you don't like Shedeur, it's because you've made up in your head you don't like Shedeur. Now, if it's for football reasons, that's fine. If you don't think he's as good of a quarterback as his competition.
I love what he said. If you don't like Shedeur, it's because you already made up in your head that you don't like him, right? But if it's for football reason, there's still no reason to not like him. If you think Shedeur is bad in general, right? Then you just think he's bad, right? I could see a player and think the player is not good, but it doesn't mean I don't like the player. It doesn't mean I want to make up lies about the player. It doesn't mean I'm going to feel some type of way towards the player. You do what I'm saying? Okay? You got people who are not Browns fans. You got people who have never watched a Cleveland game before. Okay? Who genuinely do not like Shedeur and cannot tell you why. Cannot tell you why. When you ask them why, they say, "Oh, his record was horrible." What does that have to do with you not liking him, though? Like what is it about him personally that you don't like? You can't tell you why. It makes no sense.
Whether it's Watson or Gabriel, fine.
But how would you know that, though? How would you know he's not a good enough quarterback in relative to his competition?
How would you know?
Yeah, like we don't know what Dylan Gabriel's going to be.
Don't know.
Hell, we don't know what Deshaun Watson is at this stage in his career.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a hard time saying, whether or not Shedeur Sanders is better or worse than any of the guys that are in that Cleveland Browns quarterback room he's competing against. If you want to just go by what we saw last year, Shedeur Sanders was the best quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Talk that shit.
He went 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
The other two quarterbacks that had double the amount of starts, you're talking about those guys combined having 2 wins.
That's it.
So I just, based on what the Cleveland Browns had around them offensively, Shedeur Sanders did the best with it. Now, what is that going to amount to? Is that going to be good enough for Todd Monken this year? We'll see. But if you're the Cleveland Browns, why wouldn't you take 2026 as an opportunity to get answers definitively on what Shedeur Sanders can or can't be in the National Football League?
That's it. I agree with him 100%. Y'all let me know how I feel about this video. Tony Grossi is full of shit. He ashy. He don't use lotion. Don't use chapstick, okay? He piss sitting down. Before he gets on the bed, he rubs his feet together because his feet is always dirty. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay? If he is married, and that's if, okay? If he is married, he waits for her to get up and leave to go to work, and he eats the cat food. Him and the cat both ashy. The cat ain't happy. He ain't happy. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that post notification so numbers upload from Auntie. I love y'all. Don't forget, niece and neighbor, don't talk nice to me.
Auntie
Talk
Faye,
sports with me.
break the
Ciao.
Auntie Faye, break the huddle.
Living life in Miami.